Hey y'all, how's it going? My name is Peanut, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Today we're doing oil. I'm gonna make a to-do list. If I can speak English words correctly. Yes, we're gonna make a to-do list. I think that's all that we're gonna need so far. I need to make more motors, and I am kind of having to craft those manually, so it's gonna be painful, but we're gonna do it. Alright, that should be enough motors, and I should have everything I need from the to-do list. Everything's checked off. Some of it's checked off in purple. Do I have? Some of those things I don't have in my inventory. I should probably go grab some of the things that are purple. Like the encased industrial beam, steel pipes, and especially the wire. And I'll probably go grab a stack or two of quick wire from my quick wire factory as well, just so we can make the Mark II power poles. So I will go grab things, and we will be back later. Okay, I have all of the things I need, so let us go. Launch! And find the oil nodes that I think are over in that direction. There's some oil. One there, and I believe there's one either up there or down there. But we can figure that one out later. We're just doing these two. This is all going to be very rudimentary just to sort of get me off the ground. I'm probably going to make plastic just to get fluid packaging, and then after I get Mark IV logistics, I'm just going to convert everything into, like, making rubber until I get my massive factory going. So I need to build an oil extractor. That goes on there. This is gonna take some figuring out, because I've heard that oil is kind of difficult. So, this might take some doing. I also need to at least run power over here. Also, I forgot to mention, but we will be scanning hard drives, and checking on them throughout the episode. Because I have, I feel like 8 of them. Very specifically chose the ones with the platforms so that I can do some zippy lining. I can zip line all the way to my oil, and I don't have to go through all this foliage. This is gonna be like early game rat tail farm levels of I don't quite know what I'm doing. Okay, a refinery. I'm gonna need at least 2 of these. I don't know how much it does per time. I need to make some explosives. Because this tree is gonna be a problem. And, like, these mushroom trees are also probably gonna be a problem. So I could put foundations here and make this at least a little bit more uniform. So I need to go make some explodies. I have made plenty of explosives now. Probably way more than I needed to. Alright, time to blow up many things. Oh, I don't have my ammo selected. Huh. Many birds, I think, are probably going to die in the making of this open, flat land for me to build on. Okay, I'm gonna go sit by my oil refinery and hope that this works. Kaboom. Beautiful. It didn't get rid of all the leaves, but all of the leaves can get covered up by foundations. So this one is impure, and I think the one over here is normal. I just have to make sure. That one, oh, that one's also impure. Okay, I don't really care about that. At least for now. I can deal with the volume of pure nodes and normal nodes once I actually figure out how oil works anyway. So, I know that it needs to go into a refinery. So, we need to place refineries. I'm gonna place one refinery for now and just, like, look at the recipes and see what's up. Okay, this is interesting. So there's multiple recipes. 2 plastic and heavy oil residue. And so it outputs plastic and heavy oil residue, I guess? And then you can put... What? I'm confused. I don't know what... I'm probably gonna say that a lot. Okay, so... The heavy oil residue is a byproduct. A byproduct of plastic and rubber production can be further refined into fuel and petroleum coke. Okay, so do I need to, like, chain refineries together? So I can make plastic, and it gives me heavy oil residue. And then I can refine heavy oil residue into residual fuel, it looks like. Or I can refine it into petroleum coke. So I can do either of those things. And I can't make the residual stuff because I don't have access to polymer resin yet, I don't think. So I'm just gonna click on plastic, because that's what we need for this milestone. And I'm going to build a pipe. I'm just gonna learn by doing here. Input. There, I need to use noodle mode. Noodle mode is not making the right angles that it should. When do we get straight mode for pipes? Okay. These things also need to be powered before they will work. Power. 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 So this should be making oil happen. It's filling up the pipe. It's filling up this pipe. Okay. It's making its way here. So I don't need another input for this. The other input is just there for other future recipes. And then the heavy oil residue, I guess, needs to come out somehow. Because if this gets full of heavy oil residue, but I take the plastic out, is it gonna keep... It's not gonna keep crafting, is it? So I need to pump the heavy oil residue somewhere. I need to get rid of it somehow. I think for now I'm gonna turn it into fuel, because that's sort of my first priority with... Like, I want Mark IV logistics, and I want fuel for my vehicles and my jetpack. And I'm dancing around this leaf trying to figure out how to grab it so that it won't be sticking through the... You know what? When in doubt, blow it up. Okay, this is making plastic. I have plastic now. Plastic is being generated. Okay. So, what I want to do is pump the plastic into a storage container, preferably of the large variety. And so this can go like that. Okay. They'll go in there. No, it's not straight. I can't with that. There we go. Okay. Now it can do that. So that's gonna go that way, but I need to, I guess, put the heavy oil residue into another refinery? I need to make another hotbar for pipes. Yeah, I need to make a hotbar for pipes. We're not gonna worry about that right now. We'll do that in a little bit. Actually, I could do that right now and just cut it out in the video. Okay. Pipe thing made. So now I can just press, and then I can put that in there. Hopefully that should do that. And then this will make residual fuel. Amazing. I need to power it. You gotta make sure that things are being powered. Power that. Make residual fuel. Now, I can't really use this until I have it packaged. But, for now, I can just, like, fluid buffer it a bunch, I guess. Hopefully that will work the way that I think it's gonna work. I do really hope that this will work the way that I hope it's gonna work. It'll just act as storage for the fuel, basically. Until I can get fuel packaging done and I can package it. So that should be taking the heavy oil residue. Do that. Okay, I think that this is functioning. So I'm gonna have this one make rubber. Okay. Oh, he's not all the way on, Dang it, that's gonna clip. Okay, well, I'm gonna tear this down and redo it because I can't have that. Now it's properly on the foundation. So this one's gonna make rubber. And then I guess petroleum coke? Because I think petroleum coke is like a solid form of fuel that I can use that isn't coal. So I can use that until I have packaging set up. I guess? I think? I hope. We're here to figure it out together. So this... Oh, I clicked the wrong recipe. You just want to make rubber. Regular rubber. Okay. Oh, and I need to power... the oil extractor as well. Okay, this is making rubber. And now I need to do the same thing I did with the other one. And okay, industrial storage container for the... this. And then pipe is gonna go... up. And back down. I hope that that's not gonna need head lift. It doesn't look like it's gonna need head lift. This is gonna make petroleum coke. And the petroleum coke, I believe, can just go into a storage container. So that's where it's gonna go. And power. Amazing. That's gonna make petroleum coke. Oh, it looks so weird and oily and black and solid. Ew. Okay, are these full yet? No, okay. They do seem to be something like a fuel storage container. So as this creates fuel, which it's doing very slowly, it will fill those fluid buffers. This is enough. Amazing. Let's go. I have enough plastic. Launch. It's been a little bit since I've seen this animation.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging
Hooray.
fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Ooh, I get a bigger fluid buffer to store my fluids. Alright, we want to do Logistics Mark IV next, I believe. Petroleum power, I think I want to at least start, because I want to get Logistics Mark IV, and then I want to start on the Mega Factory, and then get petroleum power, because we're probably going to need petroleum power to power the Mega Factory. But Logistics Mark IV is first. I don't need motors for that, so I can also, like, when the pod comes back, I can go ahead and do that one and that one. I just have to wait for the rubber to craft. And I should be able to just easily do that. So I have a question that can maybe be answered in the comments. And if it doesn't get answered in the comments, I can probably just, like, Google it. But is it faster to transport, like if I'm wanting to transport oil from an oil node that's, like, here, I've got a... If I want to transport oil from... like, all the way over here. That's coal. Where's the oil? I knew that I found a big oil node while I was exploring. Where was it? Well, I can't find it anymore, but it's like, so if I found oil that was, like, way over here, and I wanted to transport it to my base, would it be faster to just package it and then put it in a train to my base and then unpackage it and then process it? Rather than to just put a giant pipeline all the way to my base. I think that probably would be faster. I think not probably. I think it definitely would be faster. So I think that's gonna be the goal when I get to that point. Oh, I remember where I found it now. I found it in the swamp and I didn't mark it because I was like, I'm probably gonna get attacked by things. My rubber should be ready by now. If it's not, I'm gonna be sad. There's the petroleum coke going by. I need 200 of this. I do not have 200 of it. But I'm very close, so I might as well just wait around and mill about. I was kind of hoping that I could at least get 2 refineries worth of processing out of 1 impure oil node, but I'm guessing that is not the case. Because it seems to be producing as fast as it's able to output. And, like, the heavy oil residue is not keeping up. It's not building up or anything. I guess it makes sense that I only need 1, because this probably does like a miner does and do 30... It does 60 meters cubed per minute, but it's only... So I guess I could do 2, but eh. It's like, this is very rudimentary until I get the actual real factory set up, so I don't, I'm not particularly worried about efficiency until I start building the big factory. Then I will worry about efficiency and try to make everything, like, logistically line up. It probably won't be perfect, and in fact, it's guaranteed to not be perfect. And I'm not striving for perfection, I'm just striving for adequacy. I have the rubber now, and my pod is back, so we go to unlock Logistics Mark IV. I keep, like, hearing a hog when I go through that area, but I wonder if he's, like, up there, and it's just the audio is being weird. I keep thinking I hear a hog, but it's not, like, close enough to me to trigger the subtitles. Oh, I need to go pick up more encased industrial beams. Or I could grab them out of my... out of here. Yes. There we go. Boop.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you.
I'm not going to use the
truck. They are an
truck.
obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
I'm not going to use the truck. The train is so close, it's not worth it to use the truck. I could probably, actually... Can I unlock the train? I have the resources, but I do not have the motors. I at least want to get the iron portion of the mega factory done. I think each floor is going to be, like, a different main material. So, like, the first floor is going to be iron. The second floor is probably going to be, like, copper and quick wire, because they're kind of used for the same thing. And up and up and up. And the floors might get smaller, or they might, like, split and have catwalks between them or stuff. I'm pretty sure that Mark IV belts need... Oh, they need encased industrial beams. That's perfect. I thought that they were gonna need, like, rubber, but they don't, so that's awesome. I just realized a large part of the beginning of this mega factory is gonna rely on trains, and so I do actually need to unlock trains before I can start the mega factory. Because I need to use trains to bring everything to the mega factory. So trains... I guess we're doing trains next. Doing trains next instead of petroleum power. I do happen to have... I don't, actually. Never mind. I do have all of these foundations here that have been just sitting here collecting dust, basically, so I might as well plop down an assembler and sort of manually feed it to create motors. It'll be a much better existence than... What do stators? Stators are wire and pipes. I need 250 motors. I'm gonna calculate this exactly and then use storage to make it work the way that I need it to. So now this should be making motors automatically. Automotorically. Haha. I'm gonna go grab the steel products I need. And then... I mean, one can only hope by the time I come back all of my motors will be done, but I don't think that that's gonna happen. Well... I forgot to hit the record button. I walked to get all the steel stuff, and I forgot to hit the record button when I came back. So I put all the steel stuff into the monorail, and I set up fuel packaging, and my motors still weren't done. So I decided to start working on the input area of the giant foundation for the Mega Factory. Because I'm gonna need a lot of foundation. This is, like... Honestly, like, this much space might be enough, like, going up, but it's not. I need more. And this is gonna be the input area. As I explained in the non-recording that I did, because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Between these two pillars of rock right here is going to be where everything for this factory comes in. And that's gonna be, like, everything in the game. Every resource in the game. That's the plan for this factory, is that it's going to be a very time-consuming project. Like, on this map, I want every resource node on this map to be coming to this location. All of the resources from that node are going to end up in this location. I don't know if this is a thing that anyone has attempted before. It probably is. It's probably, like, something that somebody else is also in the process of doing, but... For me, it will be the first time that I've even, like, finished this game, like, gotten all the way through to the end with all of the milestones and stuff. Heck, it's the first time I've gotten past coal power ever in playing this game. I at least want to have a large enough space that by the time I do get trains, I can, like, test them out. This might be enough space. It just might. Let's go see how our motors are doing. There's a gas cloud here, but there's no rock. I'm confused. There's a gas cloud, but no gas rock. Like, there's a gas rock down there. Is that... Is it just a ghost gas rock? It just made more. Is it, like, right there? Or is it above? Well, I don't know. It's not like it's really blocking the way to anything important. It also could be the gas from this one that's just in a weird spot. Is that what was happening? It doesn't look like that's what was happening. Well, that's a mystery for another time. Alright. I happened to go by this guy, and I wanted to kill him. I've gotten 3 Noblists attached to him. Is he dead? He's dead. I knew that just 1 wouldn't kill him. So I had to do at least 2. And then I decided to go until I missed 1. I'm still not done? I've got a decent amount of them. And I think ultimately I'm gonna just have to end up AFKing to wait until those are done. I suppose while we wait for our motors to complete, we can make sure that we do all of our hard drives. Deuterium circuit board and insulated cable. What's the regular recipe for circuit boards? I don't even have the recipe for circuit boards yet. So I don't know whether or not that's even useful. I probably need circuit boards for computers. Well, I don't even know what the normal recipe is for circuit boards now, so... might as well scan another one. We'll wait for that to scan and wait for our motors to finish. Okay, I have a new MAM research complete. Let's see what it is. Rigger motor. And pure iron ingot. This is stupid. It makes 6 motors. With the same amount of materials that would make 6 motors, but then an extra one. But I guess it would make more... maybe it's faster? Maybe it's faster. Let me check the rate, the normal rate for the motor. So this produces 5 per minute, and the other recipe produces 7.5 per minute. So that's like 25% more or something? But this is also out of rotors, so I need to go supply this with more rotors. I probably, like, highly miscalculated the amount of rotors that I would need. So this one is a little bit faster, but it requires that extra material, and it's... for me, like... I mean, I guess unless there's not a huge use for crystal oscillators otherwise... but I think that there is later down the line. I just have absolutely no idea. But if there's not a huge use for the oscillators otherwise, then this might be a good recipe to take. Otherwise, I am actually kind of interested in pure iron ingots, because when I'm at the point where where I'm really comfortable with how refineries work, I could, produce a ton more iron. Another hard drive scan complete. Polymer resin. Do I have to unlock that as an alternate recipe? Like, is that definitely an alternate recipe, or do I unlock that through, like, anything else? Because that might be one that I just have to pick up unless I unlock polymer resin at phase 7 and 8, but I don't know about that one. Another thing that someone can probably tell me in the comments is, do I have to get polymer resin? Is this a necessary thing? It has a byproduct of water, it seems like. And no, it has a byproduct of heavy oil residue. Well, then why is the water here? Does it need water? I guess maybe it needs water to craft. That would make sense. Okay, well, we're gonna scan another one. Another hard drive is complete. Biocoal. And coke steel ingots. That's actually, like, really nice, I think. Because it means that I don't have to use coal for steel. Unless steel is, like, the only use of coal. Well, I guess steel and power. But then I can use all of my coal for power and not have to... and then I probably won't have to worry about using oil for power. I could just use like all the coal on the map for power. That's possible. I'll sit on that one. The motors still aren't done. I think I grossly miscalculated the amount of materials that I would need in this little crafting setup that I have up here to make the motors. But I am part of the way there. Every time I go to check on a hard drive scan, I bring the motors that have been crafted down there, and I fell. I need to get back up. Alright, I guess we could, like, look into other research that I need to do, but I can't do other research while a hard drive is scanning. Yeah, there are a couple things that I could definitely complete, like, really easily. Ooh, I could unlock the high-speed connectors that I need for... where is it? Up here. This. There's a crash site I need high-speed connectors for. Could unlock a hand equipment slot. I'm gonna look through these and, like, gather materials to unlock as many of them as possible. Hard drive scan complete. Steamed copper sheets and recycled rubber. Ooh, I kinda like this one. Because it looks like I can just make rubber from the production of plastic. So I can just feed plastic and fuel, like, I can use all of my oil to make plastic, and then I can use some of the plastic and some of the heavy oil residue to make fuel and put those both into recycled rubber, and then I don't have to have, like, separate oil lines just for rubber because the plastic will help make the rubber. That's a good one. I think I'll sit on it still, just like the last one. And I've written down a list of stuff that I'll need to unlock, but I need to go and, like, gather the materials, so while I'm doing that, we're gonna scan another hard drive. There's a decent amount of stuff in these other trees that's locked behind unlocking rebar, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do. And I have plenty of DNA capsules to do it. This complete. Let's see what they are. Diluted packaged fuel. Or an inventory upgrade. Ooh. Diluted packaged fuel, I think, makes more fuel faster. But honestly, once I get to rocket fuel, I think that this is going to become obsolete. This might be the first one where I go ahead and click one. But I haven't really been having inventory problems recently, so I might sit on it at least until I'm done scanning the hard drives that I have. So, what to do first? Oh, I need to go pick up some plastic, because there's a lot of these research things that need plastic. I might skip over some of these because, like, unless Ada says something interesting, I'm probably not gonna show it.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Rebar gun time. It is rebar gun time. I need to make one of those.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You
Yay.
earned a micro break. And welcome back.
Ah.
I hope you feel refreshed.
Yes, I feel so refreshed, Jada. Thank you for the micro break. I need rebar to research some of the alternate rebar recipes, so I'm gonna sit here and craft a ton of rebar. I think I need like 500 or something. I don't know. Probably not that many. I can probably get away with crafting as many as there are iron rods in my inventory, so I'll stop when it starts pulling from the dimension. I need high-speed connectors for that one, which is in the Caterium one. So let's do this one. That means we're almost done with the Megafauna tree.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging Fix-It property.
I'm not sure how much I like the implication that we're, like, slaves to Fix-It, basically.
Stun rebar ammo unlocked. This applies a moderate electric charge to the target, capable of stunning small creatures and moderately delaying larger ones.
Moderately
This
delaying.
is quite atomically exciting. That was a physics joke.
That was a long pause. Alright, gonna get the high-speed connectors. And I might need to manually craft some of those.
Research completed. High-speed connector recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Oh, that unlocked the geothermal generator. I thought that the geothermal thing was locked behind a milestone, but I guess it's just, I could have unlocked this so much sooner. And had geothermal energy. Not that I'm like, I don't think I'm really hurting for power right now. Yeah, no, I'm not really hurting for power right now at all. I guess I would be if I had been focusing on making, like, actual legit factories for all of the other resources that I found, instead of just, like, the weird little not entirely efficient factories I've been doing, because I'm waiting to start working on the mega factory. So I believe I only need 5 of those, and I did not catch the crafting recipe. Well, I can make it. It requires circuit boards, which I do have crafting recipe for. It's copper sheets and plastic. I guess I just don't have the ability to craft these automatically yet. I only need 5 of these for the first one, but I know that I'm gonna need more for other things. But I'm only gonna craft 5 for now. Hey, I gotta, it's curiosity killed the cat. It's the
Hostile
Discord achievement
organisms
that I
added
just,
to
or
the
the
object
Steam
scanner.
achievement I just got.
Note, it cannot detect the species, only aggression. There are many creatures that dislike you, Pioneer, but I am your true friend.
Oh, thanks, Ada. Alright, this one I'm not worrying about right now. Caterium. I need high-speed connectors for that. I need AI limiters for that. I need high-speed connectors for that. And I need high-speed connectors for that. So, we could sit and craft high-speed connectors, or we could move on to mycelia. I don't have any mycelia. Moving on to nutrients. I need pipes. Guess what? I have pipes in here. Nutrients. Boop. Research. A medicinal inhaler, and I have those items.
Research shows potential for processing planetary nutrients for Pioneer benefit. Nutritional inhaler research available. Nutritional inhaler recipe unlocked. Using this inhaler will restore health, and also gives your skin a radiant glow that is connected
nice.
to well-being and probably not radioactivity.
It's a healthy glow, not a radioactive glow. What are those?
Research completed. Purple power
Time
slugs seem to
crystal?
be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
Okay, well, I have no idea how to make a time crystal. So let's get shatter rebar. From what I have heard, this is like one of the best rebars. Like this and explosive rebar.
Shatter rebar unlocked. These quartz-infused rebars fracture when fired, launching deadly debris in a wide spread. Fix-It does not condone the use of such violent methods, so make sure there are no witnesses.
Make sure there are no witnesses. Yeah. Thank you, Fix-It. Instruct me on how to commit crimes. Good thing I made so many nobelisks earlier.
Pulse Nobelisk unlocked. This ammunition for the Nobelisk detonator generates a powerful shockwave capable of repelling nearby objects, including the user.
Nice.
Unrelated. Please ensure all your Fix-It liability waivers are up to date.
Yeah, that's totally unrelated. I bet that's unrelated. Now, this radio tower would be nice, but I doubt that I have all those materials. I know that I have some computers sitting in here. And I have some computers sitting in here. But that is not 50. And I don't have any heavy modular frames, nor do I have the crafting recipe for those yet. I do have these fused modular frames and a couple cooling systems. But yeah, I don't have any of the other stuff. But I could, if I made 100 more motors, be able to scan for hard drives. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that right now. Sulfur, I put some of that in here. Where did it go? It's at the bottom. I just want to know what this unlocks. Experimental power generation. Ooh, turbo fuel.
Research completed. Experimental power generation research options are now available. These may enhance performance of other fuel sources.
Oh, so here's the thing. I need to use a hard drive to unlock this. But I think that this possibly goes down to rocket fuel, which I would love to have the ability to craft. Do I sacrifice? I mean, I have plenty of hard drives, some of which I might want to rescan, but a decent amount of them have good recipes. So I think that I will actually do this. I can use my last hard drive on that, and then next time I go on an adventure, might be after I have a good amount of turbo fuel and or rocket fuel and access to, what did I want access to? It's one of the, probably the rifle. I would like to have the rifle before I go on an adventure again, because next time I go on an adventure, I want to be able to kill those radioactive hogs. Oh wait, oh that's compacted coal. Can I make compacted coal yet? Doesn't look like it. I've been playing for 2 hours. So, when do I get to make compacted coal? Is that locked behind a different... Oh, yeah, it's right here. So I need to use a hard drive for this, and then have to use a hard drive for this. But I know where a hard drive is. that's guarded by a radioactive hog. So it's possible. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's possible. We might go do that. Depending on how much time is left in the episode. But we are definitely going to unlock this one so that we'll be able to unlock this one. But I need to grab more coal. Okay, compacted coal. It's basically like a more efficient coal, I guess.
Compacted coal unlocked. It is physically smaller and more powerful, but its carbon footprint remains enormous. This fuel upgrade can be used in coal-powered generators and vehicles.
Ooh, it can be used in generators. It's more efficient and can be used in generators. That's interesting, actually. So, does it... Do I need to put it in a refinery, or is it a smelter that makes compacted coal? I'm actually interested in this, because it might be a thing that I utilize. Because I haven't expanded my coal infrastructure, like my coal power infrastructure yet. I think it's probably a constructor. Maybe? Yes. No. No, not a smelter either. So is it in a foundry? I need to put 2 coal into a foundry? No? Okay, that's interesting. How do I make this stuff? Is it perhaps in a refinery? Oh, that's too big and I need motors for it. You know what? I can just look it up. I keep forgetting that I have this quick search function. In an assembler. It's coal and sulfur. 5 coal and 5 sulfur make 5 compacted coal, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And then... how much more... It's more than double the energy value of regular coal. So that might actually be worth looking into, but I'd need to get a good amount of sulfur, because from what I know now, sulfur's only real use is for, like, explosives and fuel. So, I don't think that it would matter too much if I sink a decent amount of the sulfur into fuel production, or into coal, compacted coal. I got an extra hand slot from here. Now I'm gonna unlock smokeless powder. And then we're gonna try to do explosive rebar and end the episode with unlocking trains.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Woo. I need to make smokeless powder and I need to make a bunch of rebar. Okay, what's up with the smokeless powder? Is that another assembler thing? It's a refinery thing. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess we're not gonna worry about that for now. We'll wait. We'll wait on that one. I probably have enough motors now. Especially because I only need 20 more. Yeah, that's plenty of motors. And it's still running, so maybe I'll get the 100 motors that I need for the, What was it that I needed 100 motors for? This. To scan for hard drives, which would be nice. Alright. Time for trains.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it.
Oh, lovely.
So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother.
Well, I'm glad that that's bleeped out because this is a family-friendly channel. But it is funny stuff. With the unlocking of trains, that's going to be the end of the episode. I keep thinking that I can go through this open space in the space elevator, but it's like the whole thing's a hitbox. So, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And bye-bye!